Hello guys, today is day 91 of the Higher Up Wellness Challenge. Your girl has been re-woken last night, went to team night at church. It was so uplifting. I just want to tell you guys, like when I walked into church, I just wanted to go home. I was like, I don't need to be here. It's Tuesday. It's just team night and it's just basically the rigmarole of church life. And I was like, I was about to go, but I was in between like 4 other people, and the Holy Spirit told me to just stay. It's like, it's a message for you here today, and you need to just stay at church. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll just stay here. And then when they move, I'm going to go move, and I'm going to go to the bathroom, and I'm not coming back. I'm going to just disappear. But I tell you, the Holy Spirit took hold of me last night, and it was so good because there were so many unanswered questions that got answered last night, and I just really need to finish up this Higher Up Wellness Challenge, because where I'm about to take things, it's a whole different level. But this is the preparation, right? We do stuff each day and we're like, why am I doing this? But it's such a preparation. And you know, probably 100 days ago, I know I'm on video 91, but 100 days ago or more, I would have never been on here talking to you guys about anything. I'm like, I'm not sharing my personal business on the internet, because people be sharing their personal business and people be looking at them like they're a whole fool. But now, after doing this challenge, it's really inspirational, just from me doing the music, from people reaching out to me, telling me their testimonies. And the word that I got last night was so profound, and it was a message definitely for me. And the message last night was about dreams. And it was like, your dream, when you originally dream it, it may not look like what it will look like when it's finished. So what you have to do is you have to keep dreaming. You have to be on that mission. And it's one crucial thing, that when you start your business, you have to have a mission statement. It is something that you hold to the ground. It's your compass. Like, why are you doing this? And when those times get dark and you're not 100% sure why you're doing it, you go back to that mission statement to be like, okay, this is the mission and I need to stand fast on it. And the thing is that we kind of lose sight of that when we're going through the battles, when we're going through the struggle. Like for me, it's like I'm always in some stuff. But the word that I got last night, I remember when I first started my journey, my walk with God, and there was like, when they were talking about the white horse and going through, and it's like that one person that's going to come and they're going to go ahead and lead people to Christ. And that final judgment day, you know, one of the biggest things that I was like, oh, I want to be that person. I want to be that person. I want to be in the front line. I want to fight. I want to go through this fight, because, you know, if you know me, I'm going to fight something. I'm going to fight. I'm going to be in that battle. I'm going to be like, what we got to do, what we need to do to fix it, how we going to fix it, you know, let's figure it out. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely for me, right? They say, be careful what you ask for, because you just might get it. And through all these trials and tribulations that I've been going through in my life, right, it is a testimony of being in that fight, because it seems so dark. It seems like there's no way out. And you know that God is there and he has your back. But when you're in the trenches, you be like, yo, man, is this the right path? Am I doing the right thing? What is going on? But it's preparation. It's preparation to get you to where certain things don't bother you. Like, when I look at my kids and I see some of the stuff that they're going through, I'm looking at them like, you think that's a fight? If you don't get out my face and you don't suck it up and move on, I know something. But I couldn't have got to that point if I did not go through a lot of the trials and tribulations in my life, to be able to look at it and like, that's nothing, right? So when you're fighting that battle and you're going through that spiritual warfare, because that is all, we don't fight against the flesh. We always fighting against the spirit. And once we realize that we're not fighting against the flesh and it's actually the spirit, things change, right? because God is more than capable of doing any and everything, right? We want to sit there and we want to pray to God like, send me $1 million. We'll be praying for that all day. And we like, ooh, he gonna do it. But when you're in those trenches and you have those battles and you have those things, you be looking like, God, where you at? Like, you ain't coming through. He is coming through. He's coming through in those lessons that he's teaching you while you're going through it. You can't just overcome something. You have to go through it, and you have to look at every single lesson. Nothing bad happens to you without you coming out with a lesson at the end, because anything that's meant for evil, God uses for good. And once we realize that, and we're in the middle of the fight and we get those blows, be like, oh, I got that lesson. Let's go. That's training 101. We got this. Let's move forward. So today, I'll just say Pastor JJ of of Journey Church in Fern Park, Florida, is so anointed. When you walk into that church, you just feel the Holy Spirit. You get locked in. It's like a big warm embrace. And I am so grateful for, I hate that I don't want to cry on the internet. I really don't want to cry on the internet. But God is so good. God is so good. And the thing about it is just like, you don't really understand the things that you be asking for, right? Like, for like the last 2 years, I've been like, oh, I want to get a new car. But I'm like, I don't want no car payments. And I was like, I'm not getting a car. I'm gonna just go ahead and stay in my car, because there's nothing wrong with my car. It's good to me. All I have to do is my maintenance, and everything else is good. And this situation with this car has pushed me into getting a new car that I wanted. He gives you the desires of your heart, but it doesn't look like how you think it should look when you get the desires of your heart. And this is why God is so powerful. He is so powerful. And I just want to say, whatever you're struggling with, whatever you're dealing with, whatever heartaches that takes you into a dark place, do not stay there. It's only for a moment. It's only a moment in time. So let me get off here before I start tearing up and boohoo crying, showing you guys my ugly face and everything. But I just want to say, God bless you. Remember, go to church. I mean, it could be a Wednesday. It could be a Tuesday. Go to church, because there is always a lesson. There is always a word that's meant for you, especially when you don't want to go, especially when you're sitting in church and you be like, I'm about to walk out the door. Don't just stay there, because there's something for you, because that's the devil just trying to move you out of the way for what you are supposed to receive. And we do that a lot. We do that. We mess up our blessings because that heartache or whatever the trials and tribulations is, we want to just move out of that space and we want to go into a safe space. But change comes by the pain, the struggles, and everything that we go through. I had a word in my head, so I'm sorry, I had to stop. But anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day. This is day 91 of the Higher Wellness Challenge. You guys have a great rest of your day, and God bless.